everyone, good evening. We just saw a fantastic race, and now we're gonna see another one. It's Monoci85 versus xIceblue. I'm Rainbow Poogle. In the comm booth with me is Demarine. How are you doing?
I'm doing really good tonight, Poogle. I'm real excited to get in for one more quarterfinal match here between we've got xIceblue and Monoci. We've got xIceblue up 1-0 in this series right now, going into game 2. After Monoci got a little bit equalized by Temple of Fiends, and xIceblue was able to come in from behind and sweep up and do a great job there. And so ended up pulling the 1-0 lead. We're working with Double Force Thief here. What do you think?
Everyone, you can blame Cyclone for that. I mean, thanks, Cyclone, for that. This is going to be a Cyclone seed, indeed. Looking at the parties so far, on xIceblue's side and Monoci's side, we've got a fighter and a red mage as the other two. Now, considering the red mage looks like is named Artea, we might be seeing two-man strats. What do you think?
I mean, Artea being one of the big names in running two-character strats in the Final Fantasy Randomizer during his time running the game, during first tournament in the league. You know, he wants to get that power on his characters real fast. You kill two, and that experience is doubled on your other two characters. It's a great way to go.
That it is. Looks like we are just been given the A-OK. Our runners will be off any moment now. SRL is counted down. And we're going to see exactly what these two are going to be up to. Also, super shoutouts to Melee Wizard, who has gone directly from tracking the previous match to tracking this one as well. So he's going to be on the tracking all night tonight.
Alright, we've got Cure 2 and Cure 3 at level 1 white, nothing too exciting. Invis 1, we've got Slow, Brack, Blind, and Fire. Well, we got Brack.
We got Brack. That makes me really happy. We've got Cure 3 in the Red Wizard learnable slot, so nothing super out of the ordinary for the Red Wizard. Ooh, that is a both gold bracelet and pro rings on sale in Canaria. That looks like a pretty max price gold bracelet, though.
Yeah, I caught the gold bracelet with 61k. I missed the other at that point, so I don't see a lot of knives being bought for the thieves here. It looks like it's just a sword for the fighters, a little bit of armor, checking for cabins or tents, not finding any, so we're going to get off to an intriguing start here. And
it looks like the softs are super expensive. That's not fun.
Yeah. Chat is just letting us know that it was pro rings were 6k, so that's much better, and you might see a spate of buying of them if there's a big gold chest here in Temple of Fiends as xIceblue rolls up first.
Let's see if any of the 4 loose key items are going to be in one of these first 3 chests.
Yep. Monoci is lagging behind slightly because of Blaze Imps, which of course is not exactly where you want to start.
Well, we've got a cabin, which is nice. An xIceblue, and a stick. Maybe it was something left out of the cabin box.
The cabin assemblage goal here.
Oh, I mean, you can't get everything right from IKEA.
Alright, we're gonna see if Garland gets turned into some statuary, which he does, and so xIceblue will be headed home to Carnarvon in just a sec.
Oh dear, and apparently one of the wolves types has crack. That's not a fun thing to see immediately.
No, I mean, it's not a good enemy to see it on, because wolves will persist past the first encounter zone. You know, you normally only see imps around Carnaria, but as you move forward, there's more and more difficult encounters, and of course, there are no AoE spells yet for these two runners. There's no way to clear house.
From the king, we've gotten the canoe, and from Sarah, we've gotten the slab. So, no bridge yet, so we can't go north from Canaria. Looks like we're going to have to go to Dwarf Cave and around counterclockwise in the world.
Yep, Blaze Imps, wolves with crack. This is not going to be a ton of fun. Ugh, Grey Wolves got cremate.
And apparently something... Either, Grimps had cremate as well, or it might have also been just the wolves.
Yeah.
This is not a fun start.
Yeah, Grey Wolves had Cremate, regular Wolves have Crack. xIceblue is praying to run and going to use his one cabin to get a little bit of progress towards 4, while Monoci is going to finish off Garland here.
Alright. So Monoci is going to get his canoe and his slab. We're going to see some Brack strats from xIceblue to get to the Dwarf Cave and see if they have anything worth using.
xIceblue going to try and get a little bit of extra experience by taking out this Ogre pack, and also gets one of his thieves killed, which I think was the game plan all along.
Considering that one of them is named Dan with an exclamation point and the other is named Dan with a question mark, perhaps.
Yeah, xIceblue probably going to take a good long look at some of that magic before deciding whether it's time to send the second thief packing as well.
Ooh, and we have an Aegis Shield right off the bat. Now, that could be held onto for the fighter, but it could be used for perhaps cabin money or spell money in a pinch if they need it.
We shall certainly see. Aegis Shield is really nice to have, especially, you know, against the potential of, like, Fiends with Brack, so...
xIceblue heading down to Elflands. We're gonna get a look at the level 3 and 4 magic shops, as well as potentially the shop item and the weapon and armor shops there. Now, we have found the gold bracelet and we have found the pro ring, so really all our runners might be looking for at this point is a decent sword for the fighter, until they can get their hands on the tail and Excalibur.
Yeah, there's a silver sword here, which I think is exactly what you want to see, but xIceblue passes it up for now. Going to probably do a magic shop check first.
Lit 3 and Quad X at level 3, that is something really nice.
Yeah, Lit 3 is strictly necessary at this point. You need something to get you out of the gate, even without the levels to use it. And Exit's at 2, or is at 3, but it's in slot 2, so that is a dying dream for everybody.
But there also was Exfer and Ruse.
Yeah, Ruse will be a good pickup on the night, for sure. And there's Fog 2 at level 4 as well, so good defensive option.
And we've got Saber at level 4 for the black magic. That's really something swell. Now, we've not seen Nuke or Fade yet, so those could be at level 2, meaning the Red Wizard and, well, Red Mage can get level 2 Fade if it's there.
Yep, chat noting that Exit and Heal 3 are out, and we've got a question from chat. Doesn't the Thief class suck in Final Fantasy 1? Well, one of the big things is that Thief run's been fixed, and a lot of the stats have been fixed by the development team, so Thief is actually pretty good. Not always my first choice, but, you know, gets the job done without a doubt.
Super cheap tents in the item shop.
Yeah, and 8 gold cures as well, and 600 gold houses, so houses are super cheap also. There's a lot of good stuff here for not very much coin.
Tristal, xIceblue did not roll this seed. This is a Cyclone special.
And there's the steel body plate for infinite money, but instead just gonna grab some cheap chain armor instead.
Now, what is the runner's next move going to be? Looks like they are going to, at least xIceblue is going to head to the east, potentially to Volcano, maybe check out the armory floor, potentially go to ice and see if you can get through there, but with what they've got, I don't think the runners would be making that call. I'd say they're gonna head, oh, go ahead.
Yeah, no, this definitely looks like a first stop. Crescent Lake, try and grab the key item there, and then head up the shoreline to Provoco without a doubt, because you need those level 2 spells. You don't have anything really good to kind of get you through right now.
Unrunnable Hydras, ew. Well, but Brack takes care of those quite nicely. I could see our runners potentially taking a dip into the second floor of Volcano just for the fact that there's so many chests there.
Yeah, the Hydra pack with the Ocho is the unrunnable pack as well, so, well, that thief is very dead. Yep, major difference. Monoci did buy the silver sword and is headed on down to Crescent as well through the south route.
Which, considering how scary some of the water encounters can be, and he doesn't know, I think, that the Hydras are unrunnable, but this is definitely a nicer option.
Yeah, I mean, he'll find out that they're unrunnable eventually, because he's going to have to make his way to Ice Cave and up the shoreline as well, so it's going to happen.
Unless the confused old men end up having the floater, which, honestly, I'm hoping not.
we shall see. Heal potions are 42, which isn't so bad.
Let's see what we've got for magic. Level 6 white magic has nothing really
Nothing.
useful.
Nothing at all, in fact. We're going to walk away, but level 6 black has fast and warp.
Oof, so potentially not for either runner. And... ooh! Crystal. So that will be a nice turn-in as they're going counterclockwise up around the map. They can hit up Provoca, they can hit up Matoya, and potentially find what to do from there. If they get the bridge, hypothetically, somewhere down there, they can just loop all the way back around. Or they might have to come all the way back. Who knows?
Yep. xIceblue gets, it looks like, was that Peeds off the reset potentially, which might be really useful?
I'm not certain. He is resetting, so it does look like Peeds are the first encounter off the reset.
Yeah, gonna get a little bit of catch-up, get a little bit of experience here, get his red mage some spell charges, and get his second thief killed.
That does seem like the strategy that he's going with. We're gonna have to see what Monoci85 ends up doing as far as his party comp. xIceblue, though, looks like he is gonna save and go for those two-man patented Artea strats that we did see just in the last race, which, between Edgeworth versus Tristal MTG, Edgeworth did go with the two-man strat of the Red Wizard and the Knights. And
yeah.
He eked it out just a bit.
I mean, with double black belt, it's kind of a thing. Like, that's pretty brutal.
Double thief, it's also a little interesting.
Yeah, this is playing out a lot like the first game is in a way, because xIceblue with like only one force character has been running three-man strats basically all tournament, while Monoci likes his characters. He likes having his options open and a couple of guys who can soak hits at the front. So, a lot of options there for sure.
Oh, well, would you look at that? Artea is in chat. Good evening, Artea.
Yeah, it's Artea's a name. Hasn't been around, hasn't been quite as active recently, but he is definitely one of the big names of the Final Fantasy scene, even if he's been quiet recently.
Looks like instead of grinding for levels, Monoci might be heading straight up to Provoca. Now, I do like this play, because yes, you're skipping out on levels for a little bit, but knowing what the spells in Provoca are going to be is really useful.
Yeah, it will definitely define whether or not whether or not his thieves have value. Basically, now we know that we know where Saber is. It's at 4, which is going to be handy, but that's really about the extent of it.
There's the crack wolves.
Monoci's party is dead, and he hadn't popped. And even with cheap tents, he had not tented in a while, so he's going to lose a lot of progress.
Not going to lose that much progress, but not any progress he wants to end up losing anyway. Because between these two runners, a minute could decide things.
Mm-hmm. xIceblue taking his nicely leveled party due north now.
Is going to revive one of those thieves.
Alright, and there's the business in the white magic shop. We've got Fade.
That is a lovely thing to have. Looks like he's gonna go back and immediately buy that for his red mage. And that is something that is going to be really, really nice. He doesn't have nuke that could be in level 5 in Melman, but if it's not, then our runners really aren't going to have access to it. Having level 2 Fade is something that's a really nice, large AoE spell, is going to prevent our runners from having a lot of difficulty in later dungeons, against later bosses, against packs of evilmen. Packs of evilmen are awful. Oh, would you look at that? We've got the bridge.
Yeah, that's completely useless. Well, not completely useless yet. Could actually cycle around the world. I apologize. If you need to walk back to Carnaria for some reason, let's say that Matoya gives you the Mystic Key, because they do have the crystal right now from the Circle of Sages, while xIceblue gets away from those crack wolves right outside of Provoca, so gets away, and he's gonna get into town as well and get his bridge in a minute.
So this is all really going to depend on what Matoya gives our runners. Now, they can turn in the crystal for basically anything, considering that in the round of 8, all of the fetch quest rewards and turn-ins will get something different. So you turn the crystal, you might get the canal, or you might get a ship. But you are not guaranteed to get another fetch quest item, because you could, oh gosh, you could have a max price ruby in a shop, lead to the herb, lead to the TNT, lead to something else, lead to the chime. Yes, that's happened.
However, Matoya gives up the floater. I think we were kind of getting close to the point where we're going to need something for progress. And so it's not going to be found in Ice Cave, and it's not going to be found in a weird chest in the back of Armory at this point.
The other thing I did see in there that I liked was they did find there is a gold bracelet in Matoya's cave.
So 61,000 gold.
Or one less gold bracelet they have to buy. They could totally, if they like find the shop item, just sell the gold bracelet, get something else. But I would keep that for now, considering how expensive they are.
Yeah, no, you're definitely going to keep it. It's about as good as it gets for your Red Wizard right now. Unless you find the opal bracelet, you're gonna be hanging on to that gold bracelet for sure.
Looks like that ooh! Looks like Monoci85 is gonna get clapped with blaze imps. Ick.
Yeah, that's happened a couple of times to Monoci already, so what's one more at this point? He's avoiding the river system, though. At this point, I think he knows that those hydras are a little hard to run away from.
And considering that he is basically equally at the far end of where he needs to turn in that floater, going from, like, they're going back around to get to the floater that way, or taking this route to the left, that's about the same, I'd say.
I think it's a little bit slower than just to go down the shoreline.
However, he does get to avoid most river encounters this way.
Yep, however, he did get cremated by some wolves.
That is fair, so it's either you take the wolves and the imp encounters, or you take the unrunnable river encounters, and I'm not sure which is scary, to be honest.
Yeah, Fuchsia commenting, why is Mono not planting tents? I also do not know why Mono has not been planting tents. He should have like 1 trillion of them by now. They're 8 gold apiece.
Yeah. Looks like xIceblue, on the other hand, is going to go directly back to the right, and down this way for his floater.
Yeah, this is probably the slightly faster route. Monoci gets wiped out by Kraken Cremate, unsurprisingly.
Now it is just a race within a race to see which of our runners is going to get that floater first.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty even. It's not like one runner is going to get a massive floater advantage in this seed like we've seen a lot of the time with the random floater in this flag set. You know, for those of us who are not aware, there's 20 key items in the entirety of the game. However, there are 16 spots that are guaranteed to have key items, which means that for all that we know, there are 4 items just sort of out there in the world in treasure chests randomly. This could be anything. It could be 4 pieces of junk. It could be the rod, the key, and 2 things that you want. It could be fetch quest. We don't know.
And
the root is a piece of junk, right?
Absolutely not. And as far as we know, those 4 chests could be anywhere. They could be at the top of Sky Castle. They could be in Keylocked Marsh for all we know.
Can we not talk about Keylocked Marsh? That's not even a place.
It is when it's the only one left. And I have seen way too many seeds within the past 3 weeks where it has been the only thing left.
And as usual, Pool and I still working on the timing today, so, you know, sorry for stepping through you there.
Oh, don't worry about it. We've got Monoci85 almost at his floater. Now definitely using the tents to get through. Looks like he's going to take this Pete encounter though, which is going to be a nice experience considering that xIceblue is the one who decided to level grinds for a little bit.
Yeah, getting 2 levels on his 3 live characters right now, so a little bit of catch up there. But he's been on the move while xIceblue is running through the river system here. Another pack of teams. This is a good look right now.
This is pretty nice, and considering Monoci does have Fade while he's going at these Petes, and so he doesn't have to exactly just rely on Brack.
Yeah, pushes right through to level 8. That's fantastic. That makes up a lot of the grind time and finds a 3rd Pete pack. Oh my.
Lord of the Synth asking, Double Thief, who the heck is rolling seeds today? Well, Cyclone rolled this seed, so we're in for a bit of a time. xIceblue gonna have to start it immediately. Well, at least we don't have lazy dwarves for once.
Yeah, the TNT is over here, so another option to trade in for a key item with the dwarves.
xIceblue is going to check the level 5 magic shops in Melman's. We've got Invis2 and a Life at level 5. Is that a white mage, white wizard only slot for Life there?
It is indeed, and the only reason I know that is that the loss that xIceblue took in round 5 was because Life was in that slot.
Well, unfortunately, both of our runners will not have access to Life. Potentially Life 2, if it's at level 7, maybe.
Yeah, I think we're gonna go lifeless this time around. Level 7 is not really where you want your life spell.
Yeah. So it looks like we are going to have a case of extremely lazy dwarves. Dang it, Nedrick!
He's just been sitting on that block of adamant for how long now? I don't.
Okay.
I have no words for this game.
So we've got Nedrick with. You give the TNT to Nedrick, who gives you the adamant. You give the adamant to the blacksmith, who gives you the canal.
Except
okay.
You've only got an airship, so it doesn't matter.
So all in all, we've just got extremely lazy hecking dwarves. No vendor item as of yet either, and the caravan doesn't have it, so it either has to be in Gaia or in Onrak.
Alright, and xIceblue has started to loot out the Cardia Isles here, you know, looking for something. Finds ice armor, so that's a good pickup to start to keep the fighter in good fighting shape.
Meanwhile, Monoci85 is gonna head into Volcano. Not sure if he's heading here just for the armory chests, or if he's thinking of going down and getting his first Fiend kill. But we're just gonna have to wait and see then.
Yeah, I don't know with this spell list if a Fiend kill is in the cards, but he needs to find something here to kind of make up a little bit of ground.
Level 2 Fade isn't the worst thing in the world, and we are still missing all 4 of our loose key items, so I think he's probably looking for one here, and... Did you see what I just saw?
Yeah, that, the dragons have an absolute armory here that's a silver knife, a light axe, and an Excalibur.
That is and a giant sword. That is fantastic to see. Okay, maybe not the giant sword to an extent.
I don't think xIceblue is going to reset out of here at this point with all this good stuff.
Well, the giant sword is going to be nice for his red mage. Monoci finding a pro ring in the armory.
Yep, gonna keep that red mage nice and protected, but that's about the extent of it down there right now. So it's pretty likely that both of our runners will have an endgame weapon because, you know, it's doubtful that Monoci's gonna pass up the Cardia Isles. It's just a matter, though, we need the tail.
Fires are pretty sturdy. And that one goes down. Monoci does look like he's going to check the rest of this floor just to see what lies within it, so that if he does leave one of these few chests left, he's not going to end up missing a key item that happens to be in the back of this floor. Because these chests are really painful to have to come back to.
Yeah. Amazing Ampharos commenting that Ice just equipped the silver dagger onto the dead thief. I mean, I guess it was, you know, a burial knife.
Nice. And xIceblue looks like he's gonna head to Ordeals. Ordeals being one of the 2 incentivized locations in this flag set. So the vanilla tail chest is going to have something of use. Well, use being the operative word, but could be something that's completely irrelevant, like the ship at this point. But it is going to be a key item of some nature.
Yep, gonna need something at this point, because we're still missing a lot of items to finish the game, because you need access to Earth, which requires the rod, you need access to underwater, which requires the xIceblue, and the cube and the chime are required to get up into Sky Tower.
And any 4 of those items could still be in chests, because we've not found a single one yet.
Chad is already bless RNGing for a boat in Ordeals.
I can dig it.
It seems kind of rude, I'm not gonna lie.
What's rude is ending up all the way back at the start of the teleporter maze.
Oh, that is a rude teleporter maze for sure.
Looks like Monoci's gonna go back into Volcano, check the last couple chests that he hasn't yet, reset out, and potentially head down towards Carrie?
Looks like it. He's staying in the Volcano right now. Well, xIceblue goes and re-navigates the entirety of the pillar maze because he knows that there is that one trap that's going to send him home, and Medusa's just start jumping him and doing a little bit of damage.
Now, I'm wondering how mean zombie dragons are going to be today.
I mean, I think that xIceblue shouldn't be too worried about it. He does have that light axe on his knight or fighter, so does have the ability to cast harm 2 on them, which isn't so bad.
And we've gotten past the first roadblock that was in his way, but now there's another one with the 4 teleporter room.
Looks like Monoci's testing the Agama water right now to see if it's gonna boil.
Doesn't look too bad so far. Looks like they've got over 200 health. Looks like they've got over 350 health.
Alright, they're super burly. Nightmares have cremate. That's a nightmare. Red Wizard is face down right now.
Looks like Agama... So, chat, here's your first Agama fact for the evening. The Agamas in the seed apparently have around 400 health.
For this level of scaling, that's nearly maximum health that the Agama can possibly have. It also makes them immune to Quadex, if they're not damaged.
And bowls are unrunnable. That's not quite an Agama fact, that's just painful.
It's now a fade fact, as they get faded really quickly.
I guess you could say they faded away.
Well, there is the game changer, the Blade of Destiny, the sword that we're all looking for.
And one of the 4 key items in a chest.
Yeah.
So we've got simultaneous, absolutely necessary key item pickups. We have got the key in the incentivized chest in Ordeals from xIceblue, and we have got the loot in one of the 4 loose key item chests that is going to be here in the Agama floor in Volcano.
Yeah. But Masamune, though, is going to make grinding Agama a lot easier, because as swords go, it's the best.
It is a very nice find to acquire this early on in a seed. It makes a lot of, if you want to go level grinding, if you just need to get through things, it makes just makes that so much easier.
Yeah,
It
you can.
would- Oh, go ahead.
Nope, you can see the big step up in damage as he's hitting these red hydras for 319 non-critical.
Oh dear, what did we just miss on xIceblue side? I look away for like half a second and this red mage is dead.
Yeah, his red mage had died a little while ago, I think, to the cremate nightmare, and then the thief went down to the zombie dragon.
Oof. That's awful. But xIceblue has plenty of tents that he can use to get back to his ship.
Yeah, he'll be fine. And so Monoci's got his 2 characters that he cares about alive, and here goes the Masamune, which I think saved his day. He's not even gonna bother grinding the Agama right now. He's gonna go right in for carry.
Is going to check the red dragon chest on his way, as we do have a decent portion of our runners in our community also embroiled with Dragon Warrior, as they would like to say, the fun police.
Yeah, they're usually not so fun or policey here, but you know, we'll see what they're capable of right now. xIceblue found unrunnable red ankylos and had to reset backwards, and is now killing a sandworm for the experience.
Oof, red ankylos are one of the, I think, sole hardest hitting mobs in this entire game.
Yeah, I think it goes ghosts, chaos, and then red ankylos, so generally not a lot of fun.
Yeah, the sandworms though normally a really nice experience, even though they also hit really hard. Just everything in the desert wants to kill you.
Yeah, but Ice is now gonna fight her at level 17.
Sandworms might be the first to encounter them, because it looks like he's taking these fights on purpose.
Oh yeah, he is. This is excellent, because he is gonna get that fighter super powered, and then when he gets the Masamune, he's gonna have 5 hits on it right away.
That's something that's really nice. And considering that they're not gonna have access to life spells, he needs to be able to make his party as unkillable as possible.
Alright, Monoci steps up to carry. So he's going to start this fight off with the Masamune and the Fade, so it looks like he's in pretty good shape, except, that is Stun Touch. That is not, oh my, that is not a good look. And Karis...
Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh!
Oh.
That's painful.
Carry... Ugh. How do we want to handle this, Poogle? You want to talk? I think you should talk.
I think we're just both cringing it. That's awful. That... Ew.
The Marilith has been lifting.
That is... Yeah, Cyclone, that is a time loss. Pretty major. And Monoci's gonna have to leave without the Masamune.
Yeah, and all that experience also. His party was up as high as level 15 at that point. And xIceblue memeing temporarily, but is now going to go and probably raise up just the Red Wizard, and with the Knight at 20, or excuse me, Fighter at 20, we're not promoted yet, is going to start bashing his way through this game, most likely.
Monoci getting the unfortunate news about the life spell. And I don't think xIceblue is going to be temporarily memeing. Because xIceblue always has that meme on command when he runs.
I don't know, we as a community have a lot of things that we find very contentious. One of them is the fate of the entire Tyro species.
xIceblue looks like is he gonna check all of those chests now? Yeah, it does look like he's gonna go take the clockwise route around the world and check all of the keylock chests that the world has to offer. There are 4 in the Elfland Castle, there are 3 in Astos' Castle, there are 3 in Temple of Fiends, there are 8 in the Dwarves, and there are 6 in Canaria Castle. Now, none of these locations in this set of flags are incentivized, but they could still have some pretty nice stuff in them.
Yep, The only thing we know that he won't find is the Masamune, but I don't know how much he cares about that with the X-Gal in tow if he does find the tail.
Well, considering he still has yet to go through Volcano, I'm sure that he will end up finding that, considering the loot is in a box right next to it.
Yeah, he's definitely gonna have to check that room. So he gets an Ice Sword for his trouble, so at least he gets... and a Sun Sword. Huh?
He's definitely not resetting out of here.
Nope, he's got swords for the characters that need them, so he's a happy camper now.
I would think what he's looking for right now are the key items, possibly the Masamune, the white shirt, and a couple of ribbons.
Yeah, white shirt's gonna be pretty necessary here. I mean, you get Fog 2 at 4, but that's not terribly exciting. Limited charges on the Red Mage for sure, so, you know, a really thorough looting of the world is what we're gonna see from these runners until they're happy with what they've got.
Might give Thieves something to do.
Yep. Mono's finishing cleaning out the Cardia Isles now, is looking for some sort of edge to deal with beefy carry down there.
But Edge ran last race.
Ah, yeah, good point. We are a two-edged community, after all. We are the double-edged sword.
That is very fair. Let's see what's in these other two chests. We found the Dragon Sword and some gold. So, looks like xIceblue is just gonna race it out of there and check the last location that he really is probably willing to go check right now. Because there are 3 keylock chests in the bottom of Marsh, but who wants to go in there?
Not me. Finds the Opal Bracelet, though, which is a good find, so best piece of armor he's gonna get for his Red Mage.
And does find an Ice Shield, which is nice. So, that's a piece of armor he can put directly on his fighter. And Monoci85 is gonna go and have himself some steak.
Yep, he's gonna show his allegiance to Team Steak right now and get a bunch of experience points for his troubles. Monoci again looking for any edge he can get, so he's gonna drop off the translated slab as well. Might be looking for the xIceblue to get access to the Mermaid Floor in Sea Shrine, potentially.
I mean, I would hope so, but then again, I'm just biased.
I mean, you know, we've all got the things we love in this life, and mermaids are a good one.
Looks like xIceblue is heading... xIceblue is now heading into the Volcano. He's going to be very, very excited with what he sees in the lower floors, and considering he has more levels on him than Monoci, probably going to be able to take out Carry a little bit easier, especially with that Opal Bracelet.
Yeah, Opal Bracelet on the Red Mage is going to keep him alive. That fighter's already at level 23, so look at that big stack of hit points.
That is pretty nice.
There's only one problem, is that Carry's got stun touch, and if your fighter gets stunned, your fighter has no evasion anymore. Zomble's also packing stun touch on the way down to Lefane for Monoci, so he's going to reset out of a fight against them at this point. So, Pugel, how do you feel about this seed so far? We're 37 minutes in, with xIceblue in the Volcano and Monoci in the forest right now. As it looks like I have missed the message that Google needed to step away for a sec. I apologize. I'm very good at this. Alright, so xIceblue continues his clean out path while Monoci finds another piece of steak out there, so it's going to fade it and sort it down, hopefully. Anything to get a little catch-up experience right now. While chat is chatting about the joy of steak and other meat products, being a proud member of Team Stake myself, I can't imagine not being a member of Team Stake. Alright, it looks like Monoci had gotten the herb from the elves, so, you know, that elven medicine, I guess we'll call it, and is gonna head back up north to deal with these Lance Wolves and trying to get away from them. xIceblue taking the route around, gonna clean out the top of Volcano Armory before going into the actual armory chest proper. Jay Coper commenting that's an odd magic check. I agree. I mean, unless you desperately want to know that you're not going to get Life 2 today, you know, I don't really agree with a little bit of time that you could use elsewhere. Ten Breaths commenting, you know with a two-man party, those touch fiends are gonna be a nightmare. They can be, as Monoci finds Temper at 7, so that's going to be out of reach, it looks like, and Cure 4 is at 7 as well. Oof. But yeah, Touch Fiends are a nightmare, except when you're like level 33, you know, when you're really high level, you increase your chance of A, getting out of the way of attacks in the first place, and B, you increase the chance that you're just not going to get affected by the touch attack in the first place. Rob required in Gaia for 47,000 gold. Which is a little out of reach for Monoci right now because he's broke. Alright. xIceblue is headed for the door. Monoci's headed for the door as well, leaving Gaia. Not sure what to do next. And xIceblue dies in Upper Volcano, his two characters getting crushed pretty good. Oh man. I can't believe Poople missed that. She's gonna be so annoyed, but we've got a boat. A boat that doesn't even go in the air. Alright, and both of our runners are going to dip down into the volcano proper here.
I apologize for that. Have I missed any Carrie killing anyone yet?
Carrie has not killed anyone yet. xIceblue got wiped by the Hyena Wizogre pack, and then went back and restocked a little bit. I'm not sure what had killed him. I was trying to bounce back and forth. Monoci found the herb. Oh, Hyenas had Fire 3, that would be why. They were blazing it also. While Monoci went, traded in his knowledge of Elven for some Elven medicine, got some herb, brought the herb back, and got a ship for his troubles.
Oh. Yeah, no, I was trying to come up with something funny for that, but I got nothing.
Yeah, that's fair. Happens.
Guess you could say my attempt at that kinda sank, huh?
Nailed it. I appreciate the second effort there, for sure.
Well, I can try. Looks like both of our runners are indeed going to head down to Carrie. Monoci is probably going to just skip everything except for the Masamune and the loot chests, considering he knows what they are.
It's interesting, he did not decide to resurrect his higher level thief for this to give himself another meat shield for Carrie that he could have thrown in front, but, you know, to each their own.
He is indeed going to just get both of those chests and kindly get the heck out of there. Oh, go ahead.
Yep, don't think he wants to be here anymore.
xIceblue, meanwhile, is going to be slightly behind as he is going to check those chests along the way. Looks like Red Hatches have Poison Touch.
That's a little unpleasant. I think Monoci's gonna probably grind the Agama a little bit more aggressively this time around.
Considering he does know what's coming for him.
Right, and xIceblue you can see starts menuing like a madman here, absolutely blazing through his menus. It's really nice to see as he slaps that Masamune on his knight or his fighter, and he is ready to rock now.
That is some fantastic menuing. Wow. He's gonna get these 2 chests, which kind of are completely irrelevant.
Yep, but he's just fine. Again, Monochi's gonna continue killing Agama at this point for as much experience as he can get to get kind of caught up here.
Hopefully he does not end up getting killed by Carrie again and making all of this leveling kind of pointless, which would be really awful to see.
Yeah, that would be a really rough way to go at this point.
Considering that xIceblue has done a decent amount of level grinding prior to this off of the peats in front of Crescent Lake.
Yeah, and then getting his fighter up to 23 off of sandworms in the desert outside of Ordeals. Or excuse me, 20 it looks like.
Well, with that Masamune, he's gonna be right at the cusp of another hit on that. I believe it's 24 that the fighter gets another one?
Yeah, 24 is the first big breakpoint for 5 hits for the fighter with the Masamune. And then it's, you know, closer, I think, 28 with the X-Cal.
But he does have that Masamune, so whenever he's able to class change from fighter into a knight, perhaps that will go to the Red Wizard.
Yep, xIceblue not interested in doing a lot of grinding here. Monochi's party is level 17, all 2 of them, and he's going to go and step up to the plate right now.
See what kind of health Carrie has. Looks like over 500?
Nope, this
and
time...
quite enough to do it.
Yeah, the crit this time, they probably could have been upwards of 600 hit points there, but the Quad X gets through the second time around.
Crit from the Masamune plus a Fade Charge, and he'll get it taken care of. Looks like he's gonna go head into Ice Cave next.
Yeah, Monochi bouncing back nicely from that rough death there, so he's kind of back on and moving forward.
Ice Cave is another one of those incentivized locations, which will have some form of progression or key item. Progression's a little debatable. We'll have something in that eye chest.
Yeah, but we'll also have swarms of the undead attacking you and other dangers that lurk below. So we'll see how Monochi handles it right now with his 2 characters.
Considering he's going in there at level 18, I don't think he'll have much of a problem unless something decides to come out and have Death Touch or Sleep Touch just to be really mean.
Yeah, Frost Wolves have nearly no health. That was a 78-point hit that killed them.
It's not bad. xIceblue now gonna get his first Fiend fight underway.
So go ahead.
He does not yet know what Carrie has hitting for him, but it does look like he's gonna be able to take care of that pretty nicely.
Yeah, one major issue for xIceblue, though, I noticed that he did not buy Quad X on his Red Wizard, on his Red Mage, so that's could be a little bit of a problem here.
Could potentially be an issue. He's gonna head to Crescent Lake to just restock.
Yep. Looks like when he was in the menu, it looks like he left Carrie's room from the back. He has the orb in tow.
And it looks like he's going to follow.
Yep, Monochi's Red Mage is now an emote in our Discord server.
Maybe might have accidentally taken a little much of that herb for the king.
Yeah,
Does not look like he bought any saw.
they were expensive and you didn't need them at the time.
You need him now. Looks like this really usually horrible pack of undead isn't being super bad.
No,
That could all change in a moment.
nothing really super high damage, but, you know, level 17 or 18 Knight with ice armor is pretty well protected, and the light axe is what's really blowing them down, you know, a few at a time.
And the frost dragons are going to be of absolutely no consequence. And my wonder is he going to be able to get out once he gets the thing?
That's a very good question here. I mean, his fighter's getting stronger by the minute here. It's what he needs right now, to be honest. You gotta get that fighter as high a level as you can.
But if something does pull out a thunder or a blizzard, it's not going to be pleasant.
Yeah, not keeping his hit point total high, it looks like right now, so we'll see.
Looks like xIceblue is hot on his heels though, and xIceblue is getting a bit of a nicer trap tile encounter. Now, I really don't like this trap tile for the sake of it will lull you into a false sense of security. You could get like 3 or 4 undead the first time you go down, and then you run down there again and get 9. And all of them can kill you.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a risk going down here, the warp, but you normally need to.
Yeah, it doesn't really have much of a choice here. The major problem is that Monoci decided to skip the Frostwolf spike tile there because they do have thunder. They're packing the lightning right now.
Oof.
He is very lucky to have skipped that spike tile because that could have been deadly.
Meanwhile, xIceblue is heading down in that direction. Does not have a stone party member. See if he goes for it.
He is not aware that they have thunder. He is trying to run away first.
Is not going to be able to. Oh, they have glance as well.
Yeah,
rude.
If there's one thing the fighter in Red Mage Party is really bad at, it's running away. Alright.
Looks like he's going to fade off and get rid of them before they get rid of him.
Yeah, I didn't see what was in the chest, by the way.
That was the crown.
Ah, thank you.
And on top of that, we have the defense sword on the way to the crown on the level right above it. Very hard to miss, so I would not be surprised if xIceblue did pick that up on the way down. See what we've got here. We've got really horrible trap tile. xIceblue finding defense sword and on his way to his crown, and Monoci just trying to get out of this place alive.
Yeah, he ground down a couple of the eyes to get a little bit more experience, and now he's going to start cutting down these mages on his way out.
This could potentially be another huge time loss for him if he ends up taking a wipe here. And I do not want to see that end up happening.
Nope.
He is so close to getting out of this ice cave.
Yeah, Frost Giant crits for about 180, which is, you know, gonna get a flurry of healing going here.
Looks like xIceblue gonna take a couple of fights on this high.
Yeah, I think he's gonna try and get his red mage caught up a little bit on levels. I think he's not too worried about his fighter having spells this run. There isn't anything too terribly interesting, anyways, other than Fade.
Yeah, aside from Fade, there's really not much. Monoci is almost out of this ice cave. He's got 2 dead thieves, a stoned red mage, and he... No.
No.
He stopped at the literal last tile before the staircase by wizards. Melee wizard, the key was in...
The top, it was at the top of Ordeals.
Thank you, that is where it was.
I mean, we are...
The key and the loot were gotten simultaneously.
Yep, we are 53 minutes into this run. It might be a good idea. Let me run this one back for everybody.
Oh, absolutely. Take it away.
Yep, so to start the run, we had the canoe and the slab with the royals. Monoci discovered later on that once he had the slab translated, the slab turned into the herb, and the herb turned into the ship. But that wasn't quite as relevant, because in the Circle of Sages had the crystal, which they were able to deliver due to the north and trade that in with Matoya for the floater, but not before stopping at Vicky the Pirate and getting the bridge to allow for the full loop of the world. Monoci, as you can see, just turned in his crown for a cube, which is obviously going to be fantastic because you need that to finish the game. Sarda had the TNT, which turned into the laziest forefront of all time because Narek was sitting on the Adamant, which turned into a canal, which doesn't help anybody because we already had an airship. Ordeals had the key. 4th floor, left side Volcano was our first loose item. It was the loot. We are aware that in Gaia there's a rod for 47k, but we don't have the funding for it yet, or we haven't stopped to buy it. And that is where we stand right now.
Which means that we have 3 loose key items still in chests just waiting to be discovered. We still do not know where the tail is, the ruby, or the bottle, or the Axial. Thus far, yes?
Yep. The Oxyal being the big one, because that's our access to Sea Shrine.
And I do not believe we have the chime yet either.
We are also chimeless, so...
As far as incentivized NPCs that we have not seen yet, I don't believe the runners have gone to Waterfall, where there is a guaranteed item there waiting for them.
Nope,
Oh, go ahead.
But even then, once they go to Waterfall, they're still gonna... Even if Waterfall has a fetch or a single chain to get an item they need, they're still gonna be 1 item short of the goal.
We have not yet seen what the Waterfall has in store. We do not know what the fairy will give.
We know that nightmares are dangerous.
Yeah, nightmares are awful.
I think they had cremate, but both runners by the run.
Alright, so we do have the entirety of Earth Cave available to us. Now, between Earth Cave and Marsh, you go to Earth Cave, yeah?
I mean, it's probably the call, honestly, is to go to Earth first, go disrespect Lich a little bit.
Monoci85 heading directly into Earth. Potentially just seeing what's in chests and then exiting out. Chat bringing up that level 7 Temper. Which basically just means they're just not gonna have it.
Yeah, they're not gonna have it at all. xIceblue is gonna discover that his slab is gonna turn to nothing, but Monoci is in Earth here.
Now, upon finding that, we need the chime and the Oxyale for actual completion of this game. Ooh! Ooh!
Oh, there's the Poogle Blade. We've got a Bane Sword.
We don't just have a Bane Sword, we have the Power Bonk in the exact same room.
Ah, I missed that. I was looking down at my notes momentarily, but that is the find I think they needed. With Temper at 7, the Power Gauntlet is going to be your best possible backup plan.
And, I mean, we didn't really need Bane, but we always need Bane, so having the Bane Sword is going to be nice on the occasion that you want to get one of the thieves back up off the ground and just give them something to do. Maybe throw the white shirt at them, maybe throw the Bane Sword at them. It allows them to both be a meat shield and possibly get that potential hit in, just in case.
Yeah, absolutely. Monoci is going to loop back to the stairs here.
Yeah, it would not surprise me if after killing these cobras that have Blizzard, ew.
And Lightning too. They're also morale breaking. Hopefully they start running. No, they don't start running. They start killing Monoci's party.
Well, he does know exactly which of the places he needs to go. to grab the things. Looks like xIceblue gonna head to Waterfall. Maybe he's hoping to just get that guaranteed item out of the way. If
Yeah,
it's the Oxyome, maybe, then he can just go straight and see.
Yeah, this is an important pickup for sure. The only thing here is that we also don't have the ruby, which is not helpful. The bottle is a fetch quest. The tail, which is promotion, but not technically helpful to finishing the game.
And the chime we are still looking for.
Yeah, and the chime being, of course, very necessary for finishing of the game along with the xIceblue. But getting him out of the way lets him know if it's going to be one item in a box that he's hunting for, or two.
It's like Monoci gets out in time, saves, will now have the power bonk and that Bane sword, and is going to go back down into Earth, see what he can dig out of this lovely, lovely Earth Cave. By lovely, that is with all the sarcasm as I can muster.
Yeah, I think Monoci's here because I think he's on the gamble plan a little bit right now. He is a little bit behind, and if he can find the key items that he needs down here, you know, it would preclude a trip into the waterfall potentially.
That is fair. If he does find something down in Earth that would prevent him from having to go into Waterfall, that's one thing. If xIceblue finds something in Waterfall that prevents him from later having to go and folk clear Earth, that is also something nice to know.
I mean, at this point, potentially it could stop him from having to full clear Sky if it's the xIceblue here and he finds the chime down below in Sea Shrine.
That could also be the case. And the less chests you have to check, the better. Considering, though, that neither of them have found the white shirt or any ribbons, and xIceblue has not yet found the power gauntlet or anything else, I'd say they're still gonna look.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of chests out there still. You know, Sky and Mirage are good for the 50+ chests on their own, so...
Let's see what we've got here. We've got the bottle, so a fetch quest. Probably not what xIceblue was hoping to find, but it is something that he is going to see.
Yep, not quite sure what it's going to turn into. Monoci, of course, is dealing with these arachnids, trying to get away from this fight in Earth, but his team is getting sleep-touched all over the place.
xIceblue making quick work of those mummies. Let's see if we see... We do not... Oh. We do not see the out-of-bounds bat.
Oh, well, our run is not blessed today. That is a little sad.
We could still be blessed. We might still see it from Monoci, but we will not be seeing it from xIceblue.
Yep, as xIceblue, of course, having to hike out of the waterfall, doesn't have much of a choice in the matter, because no exit, no warp, and Monoci, again, trying to deal with these sleepy spiders. He seems to be having a ton of fun right now.
More mummies, which don't seem to be the actual worst this time. They just kind of seem to not be able to hit anything.
Yeah, I mean, we'll take not the worst. Not the worst is pretty good.
Well, for everyone on Team Game Changer, Monoci85 has just found your mascot. He's found the Vorpal Sword. Oh, don't worry, Emran, I'm on Team Putting it in the Trash, but...
Team Melted Down and Turned it into a real sword?
Well, yeah, but that would require the dwarves to not be lazy. And as we have seen by this seed, the dwarves are extremely lazy.
Yeah, I'm definitely on Team Melted Down and Turned it into a real sword.
xIceplue's gonna go see what the bottle's gonna give him. Hopefully it will be some form of actual usefulness, because at this point it has to be, doesn't it?
I mean, it could still be the ruby still, and then all of our useful items are loose in chests.
Well, I mean, the ruby's still useful.
I mean, it gives you access to 4 boxes, and you know that there's 2 items out in the world that you still need.
Well, that's surprisingly vanilla.
I think that's exactly what he wanted here.
xIceblue can go immediately back into Sea Shrine.
Yeah, without having to do a ton of running around or going back to the south side of the world, and that is exactly what he's gonna do.
He's gonna take this 2-man party and head into the dungeon of the Kraken as soon as he gets through this unrunnable wyvern fight.
Yeah, well first we've gotta get through the worst enemy in the game.
Lobsters.
Lobsters.
Well, let's hope they... Let us hope they don't have anything. We've seen Blizzard already.
They're lobsters, they have claws.
Oh yeah, they always do kind of hurt. Alright, well, it's about an hour and 4 minutes in.
Yep.
xIceblue is about to go and deal with some lobsters. Monoci85 is about to go and put a vampire back into the grave that it came from.
But with a ribbon, because there is a ribbon in the Earth Elemental chest on this floor, on floor 3 as well. So, he's got the nicest hat of them all.
That is lovely to see. We have found 1 ribbon. However, that is not going to stop Monoci85 from checking any chests, because there are still, to him, multiple key items that he needs to find.
Well, xIceblue knows that all he needs from chests right now, other than, you know, ribbons, is the chime, so it looks like he's forgoing the right side of Sea Shrine for now.
Considering we do have 3 chests of key items left to go find, and only one of them is gonna be actually super useful, which is the chime.
And the sea trolls have thunder, so xIceblue got battered pretty badly there, and is gonna have to drink a bunch of potions to keep moving through this floor.
Oof. Sharks are not fun.
Are they stun touching, or is that with a stun ability?
Stun.
That lasts.
Monoci85 is going to look like head all the way down to Lich and get rid of Lich.
I mean, nobody likes Lich.
It's gonna get double bat blocks though, which is also just never fun.
Yeah, the bats just keep on stepping in front.
Do you think we're gonna see some Brack strats?
I really always hope for Brack strats on Kraken. It pleases me so. Sea snakes are unrunnable.
Looks like they don't do much though, so it's pretty easy pickings. Wondering if xIceblue. Ooh! I will cut myself off there because there's a second ribbon in the Earth Cave.
Wow, and that's in a backed up. That's pretty.
Whoa!
What? Wow. 3 ribbon Earth Cave.
That begs the question, if xIceblue finds the chime in here and he doesn't bother checking many more chests, if he decides to go mode Earth Cave, he's not gonna have a single ribbon.
Yeah, I mean, he maybe gets the one of the Earth Elemental chest. Like, that one's pretty accessible. The 2 down here on the lower end of Earth, not so good. xIceblue running from the lobsters, you know, turning his back on them. Not always the safest play, but he's gonna do it.
Looks like he's gonna check all the chests on the way to Kraken, which is a good idea, considering that if you accidentally skip something in any of these chests and need to go back, you have to come all the way back down here, and wow. I was about to...
High Lich by Lich.
About to say something about, Lich being there, but I look over and looks like he's already back in the ground. That katana would be nice if... Oh, sorry?
Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
That katana would be nice if he actually bothers to use it.
Finds Thor's hammer as well, though, so, you know, gonna get that lightning use effect.
That's always nice, especially when you find it in the place where lightning is very, very easily utilized. something that our runners can check while they are down here. Considering they both have the key of... No, xIceblue has the key. I believe Monoci has not gone to Ordeals yet.
No, Monoci has not climbed to the top 4 deals yet. That's kind of where a lot of the time is between these two runners, even with the full Earth dive.
So xIceblue has the key. xIceblue can check that very fine chest.
So, if the chime is in there...
then that'll just be funny.
I mean, then I yell at Falconic.
What did Volcano do now?
What hasn't Falconic done?
That's fair. So there's
And
not much in the Sharknado chest.
Yeah, that's alright, though. And Pharos giving us the history of Dan, brought to us by Fiesel, you know.
Lobsters aren't hitting for that much.
Yeah, but they're unrunnable.
Surprised.
And they don't have a lot of health either. They actually died to, like, the 140 hits from the Thor Hammer, so... yeah, it's not bad.
I'm legitimately surprised now. I figured they'd be worse than that. I mean, they might still be, we just haven't seen it yet.
I mean, I'm kind of pleased. We're not members of the Lobster fan club here.
No, lobster is... What you do with lobsters is you cook them, and you eat them with a little bit of butter, a little bit of salt, maybe some rice pilaf or something, I don't know.
Yeah, but xIceblue also found a big eye encounter right afterwards, and that's one of the most experience-rich encounters down here, without a doubt.
Yeah, lobsters are not hidden for much. That is fantastic to see.
Yeah, while Monoci is taking these river encounters, it looks like he's on his way to Waterfall, I believe? Yeah, he's on his way to Waterfall. Okay.
Wondering if he's going to take the same path as xIceblue is taking now. I didn't quite see it, but did xIceblue check that very fine chest?
I don't know if he did yet. Is that here, or is that on the other side of the world? Is that on the other side? That's on... I don't remember where that chest is.
I know what the room looks like, I just can never remember which floor it's on. It might be on the way to Mermaids.
Pretty sure it's on the way to Mermaids. Alright, chat talking about one of the polls we have right now, which is what party we're going to get for the surprise bonus stream of the Final Fantasy Randomizer after the tournament is over. Apparently black belts are in the lead, but white mages are close, and you know, it would make my night, everybody, if you went and voted white mage. I'm just gonna throw that out there. You know, vote white mage, the best class.
Come on, xIceblue, Bracken the Kraken!
No, xIceblue is not gonna meme here. xIceblue is gonna, you know, cut down the squid real fast with this Masamune.
Yeah, you're not wrong. That is going to be orb number 2 for xIceblue.
Yep. Not a problem with Kraken at all. When you're hitting Kraken for 350 a swing and, you know, 150 a fade, it's good times.
Meaning, we know that the key item we're looking for, or any of them really, isn't in Earth. We know all 3 ribbons are in Earth, but the key item that we are seeking is not. There are still 3 key items in chests. And we're looking for the chime specifically in order to beat this game.
Yeah, and we know that the single enemy parties here in Sea Shrine are unrunnable, but it looks like the mixed seafood pack is not unrunnable, which is really useful.
That's really nice to hear.
Right, one of the things that runners often track is, you know, what packs are unrunnable, because those packs potentially show up in the Temple of Fiends Revisited, which is pretty awful for you, because, you know, unrunnables are a time waster and a resource waster in an area where you don't get to refill your resources at all.
And it can be a little bit problematic.
Alright, and looks like ghosts are, of course, stun touching, or casting stun and hitting for a decent amount for them. as xIceblue looks like he is, if he can get out of this fight, he's gonna find a very fine chest in a moment.
If he goes that direction. He's lost his red mage right now, so he will have to try to get through here with just his fighter.
Yeah, but since his grinding is done, he's got all the experience he could ever ask for. If he doesn't find anything useful, he can just reset out.
That is fair. Doing a pretty decent job right now, and he's gonna get a couple more levels on his fighter just in case. Alright, that very fine chest, what have you got for us today?
Alright, Monoci finds his way out of the waterfall with his bottle in tow here.
Looks like he's gonna revive his fighter first before he heads to go turn that bottle in, which means he's just gonna have to go all the way, turn the bottle in, and then just come all the way back.
Mm-hmm.
And that very fine chest only has 31 gold.
Well, good to know it's useless as always.
That indeed.
Trying to run with his fighter before he gets stunned or punched for hundreds of damage.
And that's never fun. But he's gonna have enough heal potions to hopefully get him through here, get him into these last couple rooms, check these items, check these chests, and Monoci85 using the Feint Sword. That's what I said earlier, giving that thief something to do.
Yeah, the thief's not gonna hit worth a damn at this point, so gonna make sure.
And xIceblue resetting out of there. He ended up getting into a run-in with the Wissahags, and I'm not sure what made him reset.
The fact that there's 9 of them and he had just a fighter.
Oh yeah, that would do it.
Yeah, but, you know, also he didn't find anything on that floor either, so resetting is just going to be easier and he can make a quick dive straight down to the mermaid floor now.
And we can see what the ladies have for us today. Monoci, meanwhile, is going to pick up his Oxy Ale, and it would not surprise me if he followed xIceblue down into the Shrine.
Yep.
And if this does not bear any fruit, we will get... Unfortunately, we may have to check Marsh. If the ladies do not have anything that is progression-wise, we will have to go to Marsh.
Yeah, and it's likely that xIceblue will end up having a full sweep Earth at this point if there's nothing here as well, because he's going to go there first. It's not, you know, done yet for him. And Mono still has to go back to Ordeals.
Which it looks like he's going to do. He's going to take some steak and wings on the way. This is nice.
I'm a total fan of steak and wings.
Steak and wings are delicious. Let's see, we do not have anything in the chests currently in Mermaids. It's looking more and more like a potential ice dive. Oh, potential marsh dive, my bad.
Yeah, I mean, this is actually going to end up working out pretty well for xIceblue, is that it's going to keep the race pretty even, as he finds the ruby in one of the free chests in here.
That is 2 out of the 4 items that has been found. Potentially, that ruby could block one of the items behind the Titan. Is it pure? There's one more chest that can be checked. Let's see what it is. It's a copper bracelet. So, we either have progression in Marsh Cave, or in one of the 4 chests behind the Titan.
Yep. You know, and so, but again, xIceblue with the... You know, xIceblue is going to get caught up on here if he has to full dive Earth Cave, even though it'll be a little bit slow. You know, he's not really losing any time compared to Monoci, who also full dove Earth.
And he will be getting his ribbons, which will be very nice for him to find out.
You know, he desperately needs at least 1 to make it through Ordeals all right. You know, you don't... You know, but I know I was talking with xIceblue a little bit earlier about his run in round 5, where he got rubbed out through a ribbon, and was not very pleased about that. But he's gonna try to get the ribbons anyway.
That does sound like an excellent strategy. Monoci85 going to be rewarded very shortly with his key, and it would not surprise me if he then went and did the entirety of the key-locked chest route.
Nightmares for Pack and Rub as well, speaking of.
Ouch.
So here we are actually seeing this sort of play out just like the first race played out, in that xIceblue decided to go with one fewer character than Monoci did. In the first race, it allowed Monoci to kind of get off to a lead and kind of get to Ordeals, or get to a Temple of Fiends first, but it didn't end up paying off as a whole slew of non-elemental spells took him apart because his overall levels were lower, and xIceblue was again able to kind of come up from behind and win the race. This time, again, we're seeing the Monoci's on 3 characters, xIceblue's on 2. Both of his thieves have been dead for quite some time. But the major thing of note here is that this time xIceblue is not behind. Alright, and there's Katana 2 and some cash for xIceblue there from the Ruby. So the Ruby's a blank, so I bet he's about to full clear Earth now.
Question chat of who's ahead, it's a little... I'm not sure.
I mean, I have to really say right now that it's probably xIceblue, even with xIceblue having a full dive Earth here. And it's going to go to Marsh right afterwards. Monoci still has to do Sea Shrine. And it's going to probably do, again, Sea Shrine both sides. As he just cleared out Ordeals and hasn't checked the key chests either, so those are also now in play for him, and those can take some time as well. That big wipe that Monoci took to carry the first time, I think, is the big balance... the big balancer here. Monoci went into Volcano early, got the Masamune early, was able to get all the way to the bottom without any concern, and then carry stun touched and removed his fighter from action with the first 2 swings, and that was all she wrote.
Looks like xIceblue's gonna reset out of the first set of chests in Earth Cave and about to head to the second set of chests where he's going to be rewarded.
Yeah.
And he is going to end up getting his Power Bonk and his Bane Sword.
Yeah, he's going to rearrange his inventory a little bit to grab that Bane Sword. He doesn't need to really shuffle it. He's going to shuffle it onto his Red Mage, it looks like, for now, which is great. Yeah, and puts the Defense Sword on the Knight, so making sure all of his gear is where he wants it to be. Power Gauntlets now on the Knight. And so he's got that advantage working for him, too. And again, assuming he's going to do at least a decent sweep of this area, he's going to find the at least one of, if not all 3 of the ribbons.
Monoci85 heading to check those keylock chests in Dwarves, and honestly, probably going to be pretty disappointed.
Yeah, for xIceblue, none of those Cobras decide to morale break as they pick his party apart with blizzards and lightning. Tyrannex in chat commenting, Chime has to be Marsh, right? And the answer to that is yes. There is nothing else. We know everything. Titan was fed by xIceblue just a minute ago, so Titan chests were some money, some money in Katana number 2, so pretty blank there. So yeah, so there is going to be Marsh Cave.
This is the required Marsh step. Possibly key-locked too, even though they got their key super early. That is not a fun feeling.
Yeah, Marsh Cave's a busy place on this flag set, it seems.
Well, considering that it is perfectly viable for our runners to have to go in there, I'm not surprised.
Right, Monoci's going to find a whole lot of nothing here in Fiends key-locked, and is going to probably reset out from the top chest once he finds the Dragon Sword. There are still 2 items in boxes. It's all the key items in the game, so down in Marsh has to be... Well, down in Marsh has to be the chime. The tail could still be anywhere.
Let's see what we have here. Monochi's gonna go check the treasure chests in Canaria. Is gonna get the opal bracelet, which is very nice to see.
Yep. Again, this full sweep is gonna get Monochi that piece of defensive gear, but again, xIceblue, the full sweeps lower. Once he full sweeps a lower earth, is gonna get his ribbons.
Let's see if xIceblue is going to find the remaining 2 ribbons that are in this place.
Well,
I don't know what Monoci85 is gonna do.
Yeah. Well, we know that one of the ribbons was in the Earth Elemental chest on the vampire floor, and the other 2 were on the lower treasury on the bottom left.
Which is a very, very nice place to see.
Yeah, many a runner were skipping those chests in the last tournament. xIceblue looks at that Vorpal, leaves it in the box. Good job.
As it should be.
He's really changed this game by wasting 2 seconds to meme.
As it should be.
Alright,
This fight is not fun.
No, this is not a great fight. The Fade will take down most of the pack, though. He's on his way to the waterfall.
Right. Ew, these evil wolves that could still completely decimate a party.
Yeah, scorch and cremate between them. Not the most pleasant thing to have happen to you as you get set on fire repeatedly.
He does look like he's gonna go check all these chests, which he will be very, very grateful for, as he will be rewarded with both ribbons, which is super nice.
Yeah, I mean, he only needs 2, but if he, again, full sweep, he'll have all 3.
Third one's oftentimes very hard to find, though.
Yeah.
Monoci85 is now heading into Waterfall for perhaps his 3rd orb. We'll see where this takes him.
Alright, xIceblue tries to run from the Earth Elemental, does not run, and decides this time to kind of pull out the Masamune and go to work, and gets his first ribbon.
That is fantastic. But his 2nd ribbon very shortly. Well, 2nd and 3rd ribbons very shortly. Because he still has to get on Killage for orb number 3.
He put the ribbon on Dan, which I think was the wrong call, and decides now to re-equip everything to his Red Wizard, finally.
That's good. With the other extra ribbon, you can put it on one of them and the other one, so that'll be nice. If he decides to make them come back to life.
And knowing xIceblue, we're gonna go with no.
He might use those mid shields.
Right, Monochi running away from the stun cremate ghosts, which are really annoying.
Ooh, ghosts, one of the hardest hitting enemies in the game. You know, Monochi's gonna take some Banesword strats to this Sag party.
Yeah, gonna try and get rid of as many of them as he can before the fight even gets rolling.
Let's see, xIceblue is gonna find kind of a whole lot of nothing in this room, except for the Pearl Ring. But he's gonna find his ribbon soon enough.
He found the dragon armor as well, but it's probably not going to get used, so it's doubtful that he's going to pick up the tail at this point, but you never know.
Dragon armor is going to require that class change to happen, and at this point, considering that it's tail's probably, gosh, somewhere up in Sky, I doubt they're going to find it.
Yeah, I again, knowing that the last item they need for Go is the chime, we know that the chime has to be in Marsh. We know that once they've got the chime, they're in Go mode.
And they're probably not going to want to check any more chests. They've got the Power Gauntlet, they've got the Vorpal, they've got Excalibur, they've got the Masamune. They've got 3 ribbons. Both of our runners, like, they don't have the white shirt, but I wouldn't go looking for it. They know they can just scoot through the rest of these dungeons.
Of note, by the way, xIceblue does not have the absolutely does not have the portal. He's done us proud. He left it behind.
Good. I am proud.
Monoci is on his full sweep of Sea Shrine right now. Healing up this party real quick here.
As xIceblue has found both of his remaining ribbons, he's heading down to go and smack some sense into Lich, though I'm not really sure how you can bring an undead to their senses.
I mean, he's gonna just remove that corpse from the world here for us all, which will be great.
Well, that is a fantastic thing to do.
Monoci fading some lobsters, which makes me very happy because who likes lobsters?
I mean, they're good to eat, but not for much else.
Lich leads off with Blaze, which would have been scary, excepting you had 3 ribbons in your dungeon, man.
Hey, you gotta be prepared.
Lich is like, let me hide these ribbons in here so that I can't blaze you later.
At 1 hour, almost 30, we have a required Marsh dip. This is awful. Yeah, everyone blame Cyclone.
Good job, Cyclone. Way to go. And for everybody who's asking how far ahead xIceblue is, we'll know basically by the difference between how long it takes Monoci to get to Marsh. At this point is kind of the margin of time that we are concerned about.
That's about accurate. So, xIceblue ended up heading in here at about 1 hour 29. Whenever Monoci gets here, that's about how long that he is behind.
Yep.
As Monoci goes in for Kraken as his 3rd orb. Nope, and there goes Kraken!
Yep, so we're having Calamari tonight as he, Thor Hammer, 1 Masamune swing, Kraken goes away.
Well, there's the black shirt. That's kind of nice.
Yeah, does not need the use item, though. I think he's already got the Thor Hammer, which is all that he'll need, so he just decides to reset out.
Monoci is going to go down and check mermaids as well. Now, this is a sensible play, considering that there are a decent amount of chests between the base floor of the Sea Shrine, then the next floor, and then mermaids. However, we already know that this is the wrong play because they don't have anything. The chime has to be somewhere down here in Marsh. Goodness forbid, Cyclone rolled a key-locked Marsh seed. But at this point, that's what we have. We have a key-locked Marsh seed.
I think xIceblue is beelining to the most southernmost chests at this point. It's going to work its way down and back up.
That's a very sensible way of doing things. Considering, oh. Yeah, looks like he's going to do that. Just checking chest on the way. Mage staff and a pure. Looks like he's gonna grab that mage staff, because that is nice to have.
Yeah, it's a good way to get rid of green Medusas on the, on your way down through Temple of Fiends if you need the experience points. Not that xIceblue needs the experience points, but it can't hurt.
It's also just a really nice way of getting rid of unrunnable encounters that you just don't want to deal with and don't want to waste your spell charges on.
Especially considering that red wizard has like 3 spells.
Yeah. And the wizard chest we have, well, first off we've got wizards.
Wizards are annoying.
And they won't let xIceblue run away. You're not doing much, but xIceblue just looks like he's just gonna... Oh, they have less than 90 health.
Yeah, xIceblue is tired of that, though, and just decides to blast them with lightning.
So the wizard chest is not going to give us anything. So
yeah,
it is
we
down.
are.
Well, no, we've got... Never mind.
There it
we've
is.
got a couple of chests left up in the upper right-hand corner, but I don't think xIceplue's even going to check those. I think he's just going to leave.
Yep, Keylock Marsh Cyclone. You did it.
You did it again. Why did we let Cyclone roll seeds again?
This is revenge for that 1 hour 15-minute seed that Cyclone rolled for the last race I called, so...
yeah, we did call that one.
Yeah, that was, yeah, we didn't
Very
have any time to
different
breathe.
one.
We didn't have any time to breathe that night.
No, now we're just lazily rolling along.
Just punning our way through the day.
Mm-hmm. Melee Wizard in chat mentioning that they, him and Cyclone actually had a coin flip to see whether or not Cyclone was gonna roll the seed, and Cyclone wanted to roll the seed, so... Well...
I mean, Cyclone does take a certain pleasure in the things that he does, and one of the things that he does is he pushes that roll button real hard.
xIceblue gonna head into Sky Castle now.
Did
And
Minoci's system just crash out?
I'm gonna find out. Let's find out what's going on with that then.
Oh no. Oh no. Minoci's system crashed out and he lost all of his progress. It did not save his past progress. He had saved Cyclone, he's been saving a lot, it's kinda how it goes, but his system crashed out, it looks like, and wow.
Yeah, the runners are discussing it in IRC right now. Let's figure out what's going on.
As soon as we know what's going on, we will let you know. As far as asking if xIce was ahead, yeah, xIce was certainly ahead at this point by quite a distance, but...
However, that's only about a Topher wipe, to be honest.
I mean, everything is about a Topher wipe, to be honest, but that is a lot of progress that he lost.
Ouch. Not sure why Ice was checking chests. He might be just checking the ones in the way for the white shirt.
Yeah.
So it does look like it was a system crash, either his system or his emulator, and something occurred and it set him back to all the way there.
Cyclone's asking if Monoci never found the chime. Yeah, Monoci had not yet made it to Marsh Cave at that point. He was still in Sea Shrine, clearing out Mermaid Side, and was working his way there.
Well, everyone, get your plus RNGs in chat, because to put things a little bit back on track, we've got a Bridge of Destiny. So, we have the possibility of a Warmack. Come on, Warmack. That's not the right encounter. That's also another great encounter. That's slimes.
Yeah, xIceblue does not need the experience at this point. It's just interested in running away and getting to Topher at this point.
I've got some nachos. Does not look like we're gonna actually get a Warmack in the seed. Well, depending on the encounter table, we could, but. Looks like xIceblue is trying to save his spell charges so that he can use them all on Tiamat or Warmack if he encounters them. Some more unrunnable red hydras.
Yeah, and if this ends up being the accepted result for our runners, then where that would put us is this actually would put us in a place where both of the league champions from the Season 1 league will be out on back-to-back races. Trystal was earlier eliminated by Edgeworth in 2 games, and 2 very difficult games for sure.
xIceblue is running back and forth on the Bridge of Destiny looking for Warmack. Good man. He is absolutely running back and forth looking for this Warmack. So long as he has the health pots to do it, then... Slimes... Where is this Warmack? Some more slimes! Another nacho!
Yeah, just so everybody is aware, there was a full emulator crash on Monoci's side. System failed out, and, you know, he was saving regularly as one does with the Final Fantasy Randomizer. He was on his way to finishing out Sea Shrine and the full Sea Shrine dive and coming out to get down to Marsh Cave, probably about 6 or 7 minutes off the pace. And then, though, with the full failures, you can see his party's at level 11, you know, no orbs lit instead of the 3 that he had before. So, just an absolutely heartbreaking moment for everybody involved, without a doubt.
So, this does mean that xIceblue does have to finish this seed out in order to properly win. Even if he spends 5 minutes looking for the dang Warmack. He's still going! This is a man dedicated. I'm not sure we can find it now.
Yeah, absolute tough break, Monoci. GG for sure.
Yeah, that was very well played up until the end. xIceblue is determined to find this Warmack. While I appreciate his tenacity, at this point he's just gonna say to heck with it. It's like he's gonna go with some Bane strats. I'm always up for this. Doesn't look like Tiamat's heading for too much, though he is using the Bane Sword on his Red Wizard, Red Mage, and the Defense Sword for his Fighter. So that's gonna up his defense a decent amount.
Yeah, Tiamat's not hitting here. I think I had some minor technical difficulties as well.
Come on, Bane Sword, it's not working. Yeah, Tiamat's going after that fighter and it is not hitting at all. Come on, Bane Sword! Darn it.
Can you hear me okay, Poogle?
I got you, can you hear me?
Yeah, I had some minor technical issues. I apologize. Masamune doing what Masamune do here, so looks like he's just gonna cut through Tiamat at this point.
Ah, but the Bane Sword. Oh no, no, fine. I guess the Bane Sword's not happening.
Nope.
An hour 43 in, xIceblue has lit his 4th orb and will be heading to the Temple of Fiends Revisited in short order.
Yep. So the ruling at this point is that xIceblue does need to finish the run to officially take the victory, but Monoci has forfeited at this point.
Yes, Hangry Canuck. xIceblue has been two-manning this basically the entire time.
Yep, used one thief for running a little bit early on, but then just said, I'm good, I'm gonna dumpster both of my thieves, and they've been in the dumpster ever since.
And he is definitely going to stock up on whatever he needs in order to get through Temple of Fiends Revisited with 2 Light Warriors and no access to life. Life was not in a potential spot for a Red Wizard, regardless of class promotion. So, yeah. I think he's gonna get that one thief, a little bit up to not dead. And is gonna put the Bane Sword on them, so that's nice. But that thief is still level 11 instead of, oh gosh, what was his party levels?
I think like in the mid to upper 20s.
So basically just a meat shield.
Yeah. Angry Canuck asking where's the tail. Nobody found it. It had to be in either Mirage or Sky, which xIceblue go-moded the two, you know, all get out once he had the chime and was, you know, in full go mode.
And xIceblue is gonna head into Temple of Fiends Revisited with 3 party members. The first one basically just being a meat shield. And 4 Frost Dragons right off the bat, ew. But they are runnable.
It's right away.
The fantastic thing about the unrunnable shuffle is that most of the unrunnable encounters in Temple of Fiends Revisited are then runnable, like this Gas Dragon fight.
Yep.
Or even the Phantom fight.
Yep, many fights like the Elementals, other than the Air Elemental, which in middle are runnable, but Phantom, runnable. Gas Dragons, runnable. White Dragons, runnable.
And it is fantastic to see when you don't have to continuously fight everything on the way, your resources go down, your spell charges go down, you can just not deal with any of that.
Yep, Dictala asking in chat, how do they know they are not runnable? The system tells them that run command will become a wait command and does not let you run away. You'll see it on the Fiends for sure, because you cannot run from the 4 Fiends of the Elements, but you may see it on other fights as well.
Ooh, the Green Medusa fight, and this is always a very nice fight for experience, especially if, like xIceblue did, you ambushed them, in which case you basically just have a free turn to just get some more experience.
Yeah.
And another shout out to our tracker melee wizard, who tracked the Edgeworth Tristol match and then immediately jumped into tracking this one.
Yeah, definitely a lot of hard work at members of this community. Of course, you know, thanks to the Speed Gaming Network for all the work that they do for us. Cyclone for rolling this beautiful seed. I know we got Zardia out there as one of our big, one of the admins of the Final Fantasy Discord and the tournament, who's been great and super supportive of everybody, so thank you, Zardia. And of course all the fans who are out there too, who are here watching and, you know, giving these 2 runners their love and support.
exactly what Demarin said. Thank you, everyone who has come together to make this a fantastic, fantastic experience. Well, we've got a dead thief, so xIceblue losing that thief on the earth floor to rock golems as he goes into the Lich 2 fight. Now, as we have not seen Warmack, we have absolutely no idea what any of these fiends have as far as skills or spells. xIceblue, what are you doing? Why are you trying to brack the Lich? I'm so confused.
That doesn't work. That doesn't work at all. Well,
xIceblue, why?
xIceblue is trying to get those memes and/or fantasy points, but you know, Masamune does what Masamune do to Lich, and Lich is now dead, and he's gonna do it again.
But it's xIceblue, why? You
Just
could have bought Xfer!
xIceblue, I need you to stop memeing. I need you to stop memeing right now. You're
xIceblue.
good at it, we get it.
No, xIceblue needs to meme where you can possibly actually meme. You cannot brack Lich. That's the problem. It's not that it's an improbability. You cannot actually brack Lich. I mean, if he was trying to do that to, like, Tiamat 2 or Kraken 2, I could see that, but not to the undead. That cannot be done.
I mean, you respect Kraken 2, though. You're not gonna fight Kraken 2 twice. It's not gonna happen. Right. Everyone mentioning, though, there is always a 1% chance for meme success.
250.
Well, he is now gonna get up to Carry 2. I didn't really see anything Lich 2 could do, so what Carry 2 can do is still a mystery. And we still have not been able to rule anything out. xIceblue gonna use Ruse, and followed by Fade, and his fighter is just going to start smacking Carry with that Masamune.
Red Wizard's in trouble, though, down on one knee. You know, will be helpful to get it through the fight, and does so. I mean, with the level 32 Knight, or level 32 Fighter, I don't know how worried he would be without the Red Mage, but it does help with if there's any more unrunnable packs down here.
Considering that having even just another body to take things, and to take hits, and to be that sacrifice for Kraken, though, honestly, with the way he's been geared and everything's been set up, he might be able to survive a hit or two from Kraken on his fighter.
Yeah, I mean, you can get your evasion stacks up, you'll be just fine. Alright, so we're able to get the fade off, or get the fade off here, thankfully. These balls out of play this Knight at 8 hit points. The Knight needed every one of those 710 hit points to get out of that encounter alive.
Well,
Are we back?
I'm not certain.
Is xIceblue regretting not having that black shirt right now for waving at these water elementals?
He's got the Thor hammer. Though I'm not sure why he's willing to take those. They are runnable, and he's wasting a bunch of fade charges on them.
Well, I think he had that one encounter where he couldn't run like 4 straight times, and his fighter got knocked down from 710 hit points to 8.
That's fair.
Kraken starts off 5 for 198. xIceblue, of course, is going to get some more defense and ruse charges up to make sure his party can get out of the way of those big swings. Kraken's flaring back with Fire 3, which isn't going to do an awful lot to these two with their ribbons. 2 for 87 is way more acceptable than 2 for a lot more, so Kraken's offense has been stifled right now.
Looks like the Thor Hammer's gonna get put to pretty good use.
Yeah, now with the one bonk charge, it's gonna hit pretty hard with his knight here. 4 for 364, cuts down Kraken. No more squid, everybody. It's a good day.
But squid is delicious.
Yeah, you gotta take it apart first. You can't just have it there. Ooh, hi friends.
These are not friends.
As one bites down on the Red Wizard for like a 180 critical to start.
Oh, thank goodness. That encounter is definitely not friendly.
No, it's not what you want to see. So show up an ambush from them can absolutely ruin your day at the end of your run.
It is awful to see.
Alright,
Tiamat hitting not. Oh, go ahead.
I think we're both on top of that one pretty quickly there.
Tiamat not hitting nearly as badly as Kraken 2, which is always good to see.
Yeah, xIceblue, of course, identifies it immediately and starts shifting over from, shifts over to bonk charges, and nuclear hits for all of 100 per character, which is exactly what you want to see.
Brack doesn't hit. Still has another chance to do so, though.
Yeah, Lightning 2 volleys back. He's just going to decide to take melee swings now. He's got no time for this.
And Tiamat 2 is down.
Yeah, Power Gauntlet really showing off there. Just getting his fighter boosted up, defended and then boosted up, but he is out of resources. No more healing. He's going to hang on to the few potions that he's got for just in case here, it looks like.
And he gets through the air floor without any more encounters and is on to Chaos.
Yep, I'm going to drink the last of those potions now. It looks like he is empty. He is on Chaos. He is offering up the Red Wizard to get killed. Excuse the Red Mage to get killed here.
Chaos is going to start off with a Fire 3.
Right. First layer of bruises are up on xIceblue's team, and he's done with defense. He's gonna go on to power bonking.
And Chaos is gonna miss the Red Mage, so another opportunity to possibly brack Chaos, which, I mean, we would probably love to see.
Right, crit for 313 through the evasion, though, and now the Red Wizard's in deep trouble at 44 hit points.
And there's the nuke, and that kills the Red Mage down, but
and a 400 roll on the Knight, too. Oh, on the Warrior taking the full brunt of it, and nuke back to back.
Oh no!
Oh, wow.
That's Cure 4.
Nuke, Cure 4, and this is not looking good for our hero right now. He's going to need to start swinging for the fences, holding A and holding to pray.
Oh goodness.
Stun bounces off as Chaos starts looping through and then hits through the evasion, and xIceblue goes down to Chaos with the 2 nukes. That first nuke rolling for absolute maximum damage.
That was... oh dear. Oof. Double nuke Chaos, followed by Cure 4. That's just something you don't want to see.
That was impressive.
I mean, at least there's no nuclear, but that's honestly only a small victory at this point. You've got double nuke your Chaos. is he gonna get some more levels?
I think he's gonna loot out. I think he's gonna go loot out Sky Temple at this point in search of the white shirt and other tools. And here he is. He maybe even needs levels on his thieves as well.
That's the case. I'd put the thief down to below the fighter, or maybe have a less of a chance of getting hit. I am extremely curious now. Like, he's gonna leave the tire alone. Looks like he is gonna start looting everything to see if he can find maybe that white shirt. Or even the tail.
Yeah, I don't know what the tail really serves for him at this point in time, but, you know, again, needs a backup plan of some sort.
At this point, I'd assume he'd be hoping for a white shirt. Gonna go back in after getting into a fight there. Remembering that he has not actually looted this floor, so he's gonna go back to the chest in the greater than less than room.
Yep.
That is one heck of a chaos fight. See if this pays off, or if he has to go up into Skymore to find that white shirt. If that's what he's looking for, which I can only assume. There it is!
There we go.
Second floor of Mirage in the greater than less than room, we have found the white shirt. If he goes up higher, he's looking for something else. If he leaves, then that's what he's wanting.
I mean, he might be looking for the tail to use that Aegis shield and dragon armor for his fighter for, you know, maximum protection at this point.
Depends on if he goes up a floor or if he leaves.
Yeah, I mean, all xIceblue has to do is technically finish, so, I mean, he can take as much time as he wants, right?
That is true. He's going for the tail!
Yeah, he's definitely digging for the tail.
Now here's the potential problem. Tail being one of those, like, 3 chests that he didn't check in Marsh.
Yep.
That'd be awful. But hey, the seed's been awful enough as it is.
That's how it goes.
We love you, Cyclone. Like, actually, though, Cyclone's been putting a lot of work into restreaming this stuff, so we do actually love you, Cyclone. But the seeds you roll are awful. So now it's just a run of where is this tail?
Could be anywhere that's left. Could still be in Marsh. He left some chests behind in Marsh, too.
Oh, goodness, I would hope not.
I mean, you never know.
Nothing in there. Hopefully also we don't end up randomly running into that one death-touching enemy, which I don't think we've seen yet.
No, I'm pretty sure we didn't.
Hopefully that will not cut his looting expedition short. Because that would not be fun to find. Especially not 2 hours into the seed when you're almost done.
Yeah, with no life spell access at all.
Up like 2 floors in Sky and all those floors in Mirage. Just not a fun time. Well, at least he's getting his thief some levels.
Yeah, and the amazing thing about this seed was it was all all quiet until Chaos decided to bring the fire from the skies.
Yep. So, nothing on floor 1 of Sky. Getting through, we've got Dan, question mark, at 8 health.
Yep.
See where this tail has ended up. Perhaps it has ended up in the vanilla adamant chest?
Maybe?
We're gonna have so many chests checked at the end of this. It's kind of incredible thinking.
Yeah, this has been a seed certainly as the thief goes down to Manticore melee attack.
So at this point, we've just got to figure out where this tail is and then how long it's gonna take for xIceblue to get back to and kill Chaos, because the getting to Chaos was not the actual issue. The problem was, we had a double nuku cure for Chaos. It was a nuke, followed by a nuke, followed by a cure for on the spell list, and if you got that far, then, well, you're probably just dead anyway.
Yeah, I mean, again, it doesn't help that even with your 700 hit point fighter, the first roll being for 400 was unpleasant to say the least.
Yeah, that was slightly problematic to say the absolute least. Well, slightly.
I don't think I've ever seen Chaos with nuke right back to back.
There's the tail.
Alright, and Spider Room on the left side, and I think he's good now.
I think he's probably gonna leave too. Let's just hope that he can actually leave. Last thing I would want to see is him getting the tail and then, like, dying to Warmack or something.
Yep, and that is he has found every item in the game at this point for key items. It is a 20 of 20.
Oh boy. Well, everyone, you've got one last chance. As soon as he hits that teleporter, get your bless RNGs in chat, because we could still technically see a Warmack.
Yep, throw your hands in the air, throw all your energy out there. Let's see if we can get it to happen here.
Because, I mean, he knows that Warmack can't have Nuke or Cure 4. He is even going to heal up on the Bridge of Destiny just in case. Looks like he's prepping to see if he can find anything.
Yep. Just in case here. Yeah, I mean, Warmack could still have the classic nuclear. I mean, that is still in the cards. I've seen one.
Tiamat 2 had 1 nuclear.
Yeah.
So Warmack could have 3. But I'm not sure if we're gonna find it or if xIceblue is gonna run around again trying to look for us, because he looks like he is. Out of everything, you have to admit, the man is dedicated.
What a strange day that we've gone through now, but he is out of Sky with the tail, so he's gonna go promote now, finally.
And then he's gonna put all of that lovely armor that he could not put on the fighter onto the knight, and potentially go through Temple of Fiends again.
Yep.
Oh boy, this has been a seed. I don't think we've had a more than 2-hour seed in quite some time. At least not in the round of 8 at all, I believe. And perhaps not even in the round of 16, I could be wrong.
Yeah, this has been an absolutely strange day for sure.
xIceblue has successfully class changed and equipped everything and is going to now leave.
Yep, gonna take his second crack at it with his high-level party with all of the items, the whole thing.
Gonna get probably Roost for his knight.
Yeah, that would make some sense. Because if you have the defense sword, it's not strictly necessary. Is he gonna grab heal 3, maybe? Or is that out of reach?
I'm not sure.
Wanted Fog 2. Heal 2, so, you know, everything he can get his hands on at this point that he can use, he's gonna try and use.
I could not possibly see why he wouldn't. Oh, this is just a heck of a seed. He's definitely grabbing all of the heal pots and all of the things.
Yeah.
He might be picking up fast, yeah. Oh, no. Well.
I mean, he's doing some very, very full preparation here before going down. He wants to make sure he's got everything possible.
Considering this chaos is one of the meanest I have seen in quite some time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, he does have Invis too. And he can get life. So he's gonna go for life charges.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he just wants whatever he can get his hands on, it looks like.
Which is a decent amount. Getting level 2 Fade for his knight, which could potentially help.
I mean, it'll at least speed up the way down, for sure.
And it looks like he is off to the races once more. At 2 hours and 11 minutes, xIceblue was going to re-enter Temple of Fiends, this time not reviving his one thief, it looks like.
Yeah.
But to be fair, he does have the life charges if he really wants.
And that thief did not last very long the first time around, so it doesn't surprise me too terribly much.
Oh wow, those are very little health. On top of that, he might even get slightly more levels heading in here, so that's...
Yep, he's gonna get everything that he can get at this point, whatever it's gonna take.
Because all he needs to do is just get to and kill Chaos! Though, considering that in this seed in itself is a very hefty ordeal.
Yep.
So what would your plan be if you were stuck in the situation? Would you go and, like, we'll arrive at this point the ninjas and get a bunch of levels on them, if anything?
I mean, knowing that I have infinite time at this point in time, that's kind of the idea that would be in my mind, but You know, if I did not have infinite time, it's such a tough call. I mean, you have to understand that at this high of a level, like 34, 35, 36 with ribbons, getting the tail was to get the Aegis Shield and the, you know, for the additional magic defense for sure. So with a ribbon and Aegis Shield and a dragon armor, like, you've got to count on the fact that those nukes are not going to roll high every time. And part of what killed him was the fact that he needs to get through it before basically 4 nuke casts go off, so he's got to kind of chainsaw through, but that Cure 4 is pretty rough. Like, I think he probably goes ahead with the fog charges that he's got left, bonks very aggressively, and just tries to burst Chaos down.
Yeah, I could see that happening. At this point, the levels he could potentially be getting just from having to go through these fights is a little superfluous. Like,
yeah.
Yes, they could help, but not much at this point is gonna help against a double nuke Cure for Chaos.
Yep.
Ew, Garmadus is a blizzard.
That's not pleasant. That's not pleasant at all. It's not what you want to see. It's still going to hit pretty hard even through all that defense.
Gonna move around a bit of his stuff. Use some heal 2 charges.
Yep.
And get into a Garmadus fight right before Let's do.
Yep. Alright, and just gonna go right in here and just take apart Lich pretty quickly. Not wasting any time with bonks or defenses, just swinging away.
And Lich 2 is down. Ooh, unrunnable 4 Grey Worms. That's nice experience, not nice to see. But he's gonna get through this fight super quickly anyway, because he's got, at this point, what, level 35, Knight level 33, Black, the 3 Red Wizard. Ugh.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, xIceblue.
I mean, you know, that one is also an on-command button that he keeps handy, that he can just push the button and makes that happen.
Yeah.
What a seed. What a night.
What a night indeed.
Yeah, xIceblue is definitely gonna finish this out. He's just gonna go at it again. Resources drained, no problem. He's here.
He's just gonna go for it.
Right? Gonna get a little bit of defense up first. Knight with 750 hit points now.
That's not bad.
Nope.
The carry still hits for a lot.
Yeah, solid critical for about 200 there. Fire 2's a lot less scary. And it's a 6-hit swing back. We are seeing the Knight with 6 hits on the Masamune at this point.
That's just silly. And he is gonna take these water fights. The last time he tried to run from one, he almost lost his knight. Now, considering he's got life on the red wizard, I'm not sure I'd take these anymore.
Nah, I think I bail out. He's got ice 2 now also, though, so that's the spell that you want to be using here.
Even so. See how many more of these how many more of these water fights he's gonna get into on his way to chaos. Argyle, I know black shirt indeed. Black shirt was...
It's in Marsh North, and he reset out of Marsh North because he did not choose to keep it.
There we go.
Alright, we're up to Kraken 2, who is going to get a swing off this time before the defenses can get in place and hits the fighter, or hits the knight now for about 300.
Oof.
Alright, defenses are now in place, and the red wizard gets out of the way of the first swing there.
Fake not doing too much damage, but that's what, a 373 hit from the knight, so it's a decent start.
Yeah, we're getting there now. Right, magic defense on Kraken enough to sort of stop the Fades from really doing the big damage, but another Masamune crit is going to take apart Kraken. 6 hits for 6 tentacles and leaves 2 behind, I guess.
Yeah, something like that. Fortunately, looks like xIceblue is gotten basically the exact same encounter hail from when he came in the first time, meaning that knowing that he is, to my recollection, not going to get an encounter after Tiamat 2 here.
Excepting he went south after the stairs. I think he's going to meme hard.
You're not thinking. Oh dear.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Might be the first time we see the inside of the vanilla Masamune chest in this tournament, or I don't know, in any tournament? I don't know.
Oh my goodness, xIceblue.
I mean, come on, xIceblue, just finish this at this point.
xIceblue, we need to sleep at some point.
xIceblue, I'm getting old over here.
He's gonna, like, lose all of his... Oh my god. xIceblue.
Yeah. I can't believe this is happening right now.
If he was gonna do this, he should have put a thief alive. That way he could have run from things easier. Like, having a ninja alive would have been a lot easier to just run from all of these encounters and actually get there.
I can't believe this is happening.
If he's gonna do this, at least do it smart. Like, I'm just worried that he's gonna waste all of his resources and not be able to get to, Tiamat 2 and actually kill Chaos.
I'm sure that at level 37 he'll be fine, but, like, this makes no sense.
Not if he's going into Chaos with only, like, half health.
Yeah,
that's
a distinct possibility.
Oh my god.
And there's the wizard vampire zombie fight tile.
It's an opal gauntlet.
He's gonna take it to have it.
Oh my god. I just hope that he can actually, like, have enough resources to go kill Tiamat 2 and then actually challenge Chaos. Because...
I have no idea. Otherwise. I have no idea how to navigate this floor.
I don't either.
I was wondering if the worms were gonna, like, slay him for his hubris, and then... I think at that point in time I would have just hopped off of the commentary screen and called it a night.
I might have joined you. xIceblue, we love you, but
please kill Chaos. I'm old and need to sleep.
Flip Brack work! Alright, so stop isn't effective. He's gonna power bonk a couple times. Now's like he's gonna go at Tiamat with some hits for 253. Tiamat's gonna hit with a lit 2. Gonna hit with a fire 2 now, as his knight is gonna swing in for 249 damage. And the mage staff is gonna plink away with like 15. But 356 damage to Tiamat 2, and the dragon's down. We now have Chaos left to go. Now, Chaos's spell list went Nuke, Nuke, Cure 4, after I think maybe a lit 2 or 3 in there. So, hopefully, xIceblue will be able to get Chaos killed before that Cure 4 comes out, because if he does not, then that's just gonna be a really bad time. Now, I'm honestly surprised that he's not bringing up one of his ninjas, because he has the life spell charge left, I believe.
Nope.
So I was gonna go with the white shirt. And Chaos is gonna start with ink, so that's kinda nice to see first.
Yep. Chat talking about xIceblue using exit on Chaos Floor. Good news, he doesn't have it. It was in a white mage lock spot. Chaos has nuclear also, leads off with nuclear for 305 on the night, and now it's absolutely gotta be go time.
Yeah, we didn't see that last time. So 5 hits for 386 damage.
Yep. Heal potions being thrown at the knight right now. Fire 3 going off, putting us one step closer to having nukes in the chamber.
That's another 230. It's 220.
Yep. Chaos meleeing. That's what we want to see here. Right. xIceblue swinging back. 6 for 309 on the critical. Nuke comes out. Blasts through the 2 party members. Gonna throw another heal potion here. Nuke on deck again, but the 6 for 492. Chaos melees the knight down to 21. Nuke is a killer here. That knight will not survive Nuke. Period.
Nor will that red mage. And Chaos is down. Oh my goodness.
I got it. Didn't matter with the second Nuke in the chamber. xIceblue is able to get it done.
Put your GGs in chat, everybody.
Oh yeah, throw your hands up in the air for this one. 2 hours, 25 minutes, 23 seconds. xIceblue takes down Monoci 2-0 in some of the more difficult circumstances we've seen and moves on to the final 4 of the Final Fantasy I Spring Tournament.
That was a hell of a thing.
Yeah, throw these guys a follow. They're both fantastic streamers and people. Poogle, you good?
I'm okay. I'm okay. That was just...
That was an experience.
That was a heck of a chaos.
Yeah, I mean, thankfully, xIceblue was already running 2 character strats and had a ton of hit points, but that was just absolutely a wildly powerful chaos for sure.
And on top of the spell list had nuclear as well.
Yeah.
That just, oh my goodness.
So, any final thoughts before we wrap this show up?
That chaos was awful, and I never want to see a chaos like that ever again.
Agreed. That was a lot of explosives.
Not only was that chaos utterly awful, we had a required key-locked marsh. Just... ugh.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Let's wrap this up. Good. No, that was something else for sure. Oh man. I believe that we are not going to be doing interviews tonight, given the time. So, just keep an eye out, keep supporting Speed Gaming. A lot of tournaments are coming to a close at this point. Z3R is still going on. We'll be moving into the top 4 soon enough. Keep an eye out on the schedules for that at this point in time. Of course, give these 2 wonderful runners a follow, xIceblue and Monoci. Our tracker tonight was Melee Wizard. We had Cyclone GU on the restream. He's fantastic. I mean, even if he gives us this, he's still fantastic. Of course, Rainbow Poogle, my very, very fantastic co-commentator, sounds very tired as well. I'm Demerin2. As always, a pleasure. See you soon, everybody.
Good night, everybody. Get some sleep.